Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm on the FTOG All the Mods 8 server, hanging out here at my Mine Colonies area, and yeah, it's progressing nicely. I'm on top of my town hall, which is now tier 5, and you can see a lot of trees have gone up around the place because I wanted to, decorate this up and make it look really, really nice. And I think I'm going to leave this center spot with its decorative sheep, this waystone area. I think I'm going to leave that bare. No trees. I do want to put some grass and some small flowers there, but no tall trees. And yeah, I've just been having fun putting various trees and whatnot around, building up as much as I can. That's tier 5. A lot of these things I've pushed to tier 5. Oh, the barracks over here finally got to tier 5, which means now there's 20 soldiers running around. Over here, I've got another set of barracks. That's a tier 3, I think, pushing to 4. So, holy cow. I think it's maybe a little bit faster because my worker is going north to south on it. So it doesn't have to run back and forth as much, whereas this one definitely a lot more back and forth running. Anyway, tier 5. My mystical site is tier 5. I've got a few other of these things pushed close to, I think that's tier 5. My graves yard, that's now a tier 5. Got what is this, a dead tree? Withering oak leaf. Yeah, so this one I stuck in there and moved some of these, the Arisian bloom branches. I stuck a few over here. So this actually has a graveyard underneath. Well, I guess this would be more of a mausoleum. And nobody's died yet, so Jamie hasn't had any work to do, which is okay with me. I'm just fine with that. Anyway, I do have these paths. I got rid of all the wood that's in there so I could tell which one's been built when. And just playing with that. Now, one of the things I did do is I did unlock the tech for the nether building. So I went ahead and built that here. Super cheap. Not, most of these things are not super expensive. So let's go ahead and set that up here. And nether mine. Now this, I'm not using the Haldonia pack, whatever. This is the default pack that comes with. And let's pull out, rotate like that, push it back. And yeah, giving it a little bit of space over there would be fine. There's a reason why I'm choosing this building. So there's the tier 1, all OP and good. And here's tier 2, got a little tower added onto it. Tier 3, standing out, we're getting some more nether bits. Tier 4, we've got some of the warped and crimson stuff in place. And then tier 5, it's full on size. There is one thing that you can't see here. Let me up it. There is some lava underneath here. So if you happen to be on a server where the fire tick is turned on, you can't use this building. Because this will burn down all these wood bits around here, which is not so good. Let's go ahead and drop that back down. I'm going to go with this one. The other pack is really nice looking. Let me switch that to jungle. My colleagues pagoda warped. Are you going to be at the very bottom? Nope. So this one is also pretty. And you can see there's the tier 1. The whole purpose of the nether miner is you will have a guy who actually goes into the nether. Oh, I like that back piece. That's very cool looking. A little bit of lava poured through there. So it gives you as a player a nether portal to go through. But you also need to have some nethery bits to have actually gone there, or somehow, yeah, you got to have these things. Although overland in this pack, you can get lots and lots of these. I don't think you have to, because you can get these magma blocks in the overland, and then all the nether portal hub bits will give you the rest. So yeah, you don't have to go to the nether for this. There's your tier 1, 2, so it's getting some more brick and some diorite there. 3, oh, that looks like a nether, not nether, but that looks like some nether quartz bricks and stuff. That's interesting. And 4, we're getting some blacks, and 5. Oh, I like all the bits on this. I like this a lot. I'm not going to use it, and there's a reason why I'm going with the default Mine Colonies one. Let's click this, select that again, rotate because it's always off. And yeah, 2 over is fine, right up in line with this. Oh, I'm going to have to move this over a little bit because it looks like the path is going to get it. There's a reason why I'm going with this design here. And because this is mine, in that I actually designed this building. Let's go to level 5. All of these, I designed this. And so I'm proud enough, I'm saying, I want to go ahead and put this in place. I was talking with one of my friends who's helped with some of the code. In fact, he wrote the code for the Nether Miner. And he was saying, hey, could you help me with a building? I said, sure. And so we've got the building and all the different varieties of, jungle and spruce and all the rest of those. This is oak. I'm perfectly fine with that. So we're going to make this happen. Go. Ding. And we'll tell it to get built. So go ahead and build. At some point when all the rest of these guys are done building everything else, that will get built. But that's not what I want to do today. Today, I want to play with this some more. I moved it over a little bit. In fact, while we're thinking about it, I'm going to move you from there. I'm going to put you right there. There. Now the path will be fine. This launch pad here is synced with the launch pad over there in the moon. In fact, let's take you off. And I'm hitting the B button. I'm hitting the C button. There we go. I knew I stuck it someplace. There we go. Now I've got my oxygen gear set up for space because I was talking about, I want to get back and forth to space faster. And we can do that. In fact, we'll jump to home. And hey, look, there's a hub. There's a warp plate here. So if we stand on it, it just transferred me over to here. I just built this underneath my mob farm so I'd have a place for it. And there's Moonbase Alpha. So let's go to Moonbase Alpha. Gotta wait for it to load. There we go. So here's Moonbase Alpha. And stand on the ground now. I do have the waystone still, but I'm liking that warp plate because I don't need to spend levels for it. And now over here, there's actually oxygen in this area. So I could take my outfit off. Ta-da! And I'm fine. Why am I floating? Oh, it's that total entity gravity thing. That's what makes me float. Put that on there. Why am I standing on the ground? Can I jump? I'm not jumping. I'm trying to jump and I'm not jumping. Why am I no jumpy? Yes, I can fly. Yeah, I can't jump on this. Okay, I don't know why. Wrong button. It may be the total gravity thing. Let's take you off. I think suit. There we go. Let's grab this one, which is the vanilla. This one I actually looted off of one of the bad guys. Yeah, see, this I can jump just fine on, and I don't float. That total entity gravity really makes a difference here on the moon. And with my regular suit of armor on, if I put that on, I float up to the ceiling because I've got this one here, 30% total entity gravity. Boy, that makes a big difference. Anyway, so over here, I've got oxygen because I've got an oxygen loader, which allows me to drop stuff in here to get my oxygen, needs water. This, the oxygen distributor. And you pump in water here, and it's pumping out oxygen in a sealed area. So it can do 2,000 blocks, and there's only 234 blocks in this area. It's sealed, which is fine. There's no warning sign up here. Here. We look at the loader. Yep, this is going, there's a leak. Watch out. So let's go ahead and patch that. And yes, and that went away. So that's perfectly fine. I can also hit the show button, which I don't like, but it shows these little bubble effects. Maybe for a very short, hey, I wanted to, yeah, that did it. For a short thing, that may work, but right now, no. Mana glass up here, so I got some light, and I could look up, and hey, look, there's the overworld, and there's the sun. So there's that. I've got some steel sliding doors with pressure plates. So as you go through, it'll open and close them for me. Here's another one, and the obsidian means only players trigger that. So any mobs that come around here, which there really shouldn't be because I lit up this area a lot, should stop it. Now this spot right here is exactly the same as the spot in the overworld. So if I take the rocket back and forth, I don't have to move the launch pad. I just need to break the rocket and place it, and I'm here. Not that I care about that anymore because, you know, hello, I can go back and forth because of these two methods, which I like. So that's what, oh, I used up a little bit of oxygen, so I will actually, I like making sure that I'm 100% as much as possible because if we take a look at the map, I went over here, there was a tall building with moon villagers in it. And so I toured around there, saw some cool stuff. No trades that I was super duper interested in, but right next here was a glass surface, and you go down and there was another village underneath the ground. So I haven't really explored much more. The main thing I wanted from here was Dash. And I've got a lot of those because I used my digital miner and it worked. Uh, anyway, what I did want to do was make a space station. So I'm going to go home. And the thing that I was thinking, if we take a look at Astra, let's see, station. Nope. There's a spot where it was saying what you needed to make a station. And I think what I have to do is actually launch again to make that happen. So let's run back to the mine colonies area. Once I take off my my spacesuit and put my regular armor on, that's so much faster. It's amazing how much I've gotten used to that. Anyway, I did put underneath this block, I did put another environmental controller so it gets powered, and it has another one of those saturation modules in there. So while I'm standing here, I've got all my saturation and hearts and everything because quite often my network is really flaky. I lose connection, I come back, and all my hearts have to regen again. And that is really annoying. So now the saturation takes care of that. And as I'm running around, boom, it's done. And hey, I'm back up to full health because, you know, I don't want to die. That's a terrible thing. So let's get rid of this. Did I click you? Yes, I did. All right, a little bit of a lag. I'm going to Control G, send you away and you away. And I remember when I was over here, excuse me, do you have gas and stuff? You are not, but I will put some in you. There's plenty for the return journey. Plus, I processed a lot. Oh, one of the things I'd forgotten that you can, you know, since this is set to empty, if you right click it or shift right click it with the configurator, it'll actually empty out directly into the container. And that's what I did when I moved it over here. And thanks, Linda, for reminding me that I could do that. Anyway, if I seem to recall, since we're actually going to go out to space, there was in that setup when you could tell where you wanted to go, where it had information blocks. And I don't recall it at all what I needed. So we're going to go take a look at that interface and see. And I just lost my fire. It's a fun little... Oh, I know why. I went above build height. And that's why it's not showing anymore. That's got to be it. All right, here we are. Earth, moon. I want to make a space station. Orbit. I don't know what the orbit would, but I want to make a space station. Okay, so I need to write down these things so I can keep track of them because that will help. Otherwise, I will totally forget. Here, I'm also going to do F2, just did a screenshot. So I need 32 dash ingots and 32 steel ingots, 64 iron plates. Well, I can now compress plates and 32 dash plates. All right. I can certainly do that. Orbit, no gravity, oxygen, the others, and temperature, very cold. All right, I'm going to go back to Earth, which should send me back down to the ground. Looking at the side. Okay, we're going to slow down a little bit now with space bar. And oh, that was a little heavier than I thought it would be, but that's okay. So I think I just need to, yep, and we'll, all the stuff inside came out. Okay, that's annoying, but that's okay. Put you back there, and we'll, you can get refilled again, and I'm going to put, no, I don't want to, actually, I'm going to put that here so that I can have, no, I want to dismount. Crouch. All right, so now I can sit there and fill it up. All right, so distracted. I need to go ahead and get a bunch of dash plates and whatnot. How much dash? Yeah, almost 300 ingots worth of dash. And I didn't even worry about doing any duplication on that. I just said, I can get plenty. So I need 32 ingots and 32 plates. I need some steel. I think it was 32, and I've got lots of that. And then iron. And all the iron is going to turn into plates. So, all right, I need to start processing this stuff. Are you ready to go to space? Because I'm ready to go to space, even though it doesn't look like I'm wearing my spacesuit. I am. And so I've made a few things. In fact, I've got power, the oxygen loader, the oxygen distributor, the fluids, you know, for water, get that to move stuff around, power, a launch pad. I'm not sure I actually need a launch pad for the space station, but I made one anyway. Then I've got a warp plate to be able to get back and forth real fast. And this is the Attuned shard from the warp plate in my hub. So I can put it in this one when I drop it and then back and forth. Anyway, I'm ready to go. Well, almost kind of sort of ready. Let's go ahead and grab all these plates and bits. Let's right click you and let's launch. My life comes with its own soundtrack. It makes it epic. There we go. So this time I'm looking at the y-axis, and as soon as we get to 319, oop, there, the flames stopped. And so yes, it is a build height thing. Off we go. And here, I'm thinking Earth. I'm thinking a space station around Earth, not around the moon, which, you know, I could do that. And so I've got all the things. I've got lots more iron plate for reasons. Let's do the space station. And I'm descending. I don't know. I'm slowly hitting the space bar because I don't see where I'm. Oh, that looks like there's a structure here. Oh, very, very interesting. Oh, this is landing me right in the center. I expected I would need to build this from scratch. Oh, very, very funky. Okay, let's shift to get out of here. Punch this, so I've got it. And, you know, this looks like it does need a launch pad, so I'm going to go ahead and drop that right there and put my rocket back in place. And no, I didn't want to go in it, so let's shift out. And I wanted to crouch click it so that I can give it some fuel. All right, so now I can make it back. Not that I really need that. Oh, okay, so let's go down here. And what's this room here for? I don't get it. We've got lights here. Let's go down. So this is like the bottom part of my space. What's... All right, let's... Doesn't really feel like zero gravity because as I jump, I'm coming back down. So yeah, I don't get that. All right, let's come back up here. And none of that looks like it's gated or oxygen or anything like that. So it looks like that. Oh, we got some light. Okay, I see what we're doing here. I like this panel. What is this? Glowing iron pillars. Cool. We got some end rods here for light. Although I've got night light on, so I've seen. All right, here, let's take the night light off, or night vision. And because then we could see this actually glowing. You can see there's the earth, and it's Minecraft, so it's definitely a square. I like this station, although it looks like there's nothing you can do with these outer spokes. So yeah, we just need to set up something so that we can. Oh, yeah, light just dawned on Marblehead. So I think my night vision is gone. Yep. And so this is very bright. That is extremely bright. I like. All right, let's put the goggles back on because, I like that. Okay, so enough exploring. Completely surprised. Yeah, see, I'm drifting down. Completely surprised that this came with a unless I want to build out. I'm completely surprised and happy that this came with a setup so I can build from here. This is just, I was sitting there thinking I could put a doorway here, but yeah, what I need to do is be able to sit there and kind of seal this off someplace. And I really don't see a place to seal. Let's see if I break you. Okay, so yeah, there's a little gap space in here. Yeah, there's not really a spot to build an encased area. Yeah, unless I just build it off of here. For a split second, I was thinking that little strip there would make a good spot to have the doorway, so you could seal off stuff like I did with on the moon. But that's down a bit. It's kind of a weird location. Yeah, because I would like to be able to, as soon as possible, get into a atmosphered area. So can I find a door that's small door? Oh, hey, there is a single size steel door. Okay, that's much better. So there's iron. Let's do the steel door. I'm gonna make 3 of those. Or that's a air. No, we'll just go with the steel door. Okay, so that will seal off. Yeah, I like it being dented in. You know. Oh, but are you not gonna? Oh, you are definitely needing a pressure plate to make that happen. So let's put that there, and let's make some pressure plates. Um, let's do some iron pressure plates because this is industrial. Makes no. There we go. 1, 2. So we'll put one on this side. Yep, and then one on that side. And that way, as you're coming in from that, will open up here, and then I'm going to do another here. So I've got like a hatchway of. So yeah, so I've got a airlock is the word I'm looking for. Grab another pair of those. Put one there. Put one there. Okay, so now I've got an airlock that will work. This I need to repair, obviously, because that's not going to work so well. There was 2 iron pillars. Yeah, those look like iron pillars. All right, so now I've got an enclosed area. So now I can do power and stuff in here. All right, let's get some oxygen going. I'll put some power there. I'm going to put the power right in the middle. And let's do some loading there and distributing there. And if I put the standard tank right here, then I can do one there. Are you not coming? Okay, that means I I don't know if I've got another pipe. Let's see. I have one more of the elites. All right, perfect. Let's put you right in the center, and then you, just for balance, put you in the center as well. Here's where we need our, nope, B, because I stick it there. We'll extract, and then just for fun, I'll actually make those inserts there. So now this is generating free oxygen so I can charge my suits. And this should be, yep, it's filling up our area with oxygen. So we don't need any more oxygen usage in this area. We'll turn on the little bubbles for fun. And the bubbles should go all the way up to the door. And if I click this, they should also show through there on the other side. Yes, it does. Because that's enough to fill all that airlock area. Not that there'll be air in there until we open that first door. All right, let's turn that off. So there's plenty of blocks. So yes, now I can build something better. Well, I was going to build stuff, and you can see this iron plate here. If I, let's go ahead and do C. You put these down in here, and that gives you 32 blocks of iron platings for each. Well, I'm going to make lots because that's a great one. I like the use of the shroom lights. I think that's just plain iron blocks, or is that quartz? I can't remember what I saw. And I like the palette from here. Yeah, it looks like it's quartz. These glowing iron pillars. How do we do the glowing? Because I like that. Oh, we got some different colors. Glowing iron, glowing steel, dash, ostrum, and calorite. Well, I don't have the ostrum and calorite yet, but I can do purple and that iron. It's a nice look. And purple. Yeah. These are both really good. I probably stick with this light blue color because nothing says science fiction as far as lights that are light blue. And then I can just go out this direction. I don't know if I need, because I've got flight, I don't need this pillar here in the way. Oh, hey, I know. I've got, don't have any elevators, but, oh, do I have elevators? I do have 2 elevators. Well, let's break you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. And then all these guys because I don't need them. This has an elevator. If we put an elevator right there, so then right below me is this one right here. Is that up? Good. We've got a block below it. Perfect. So now I can come in and then I can even better. For this, wow. There, I've got to be right in the way. This means I don't really need a door lock here. This, I think, may be an oxygen producing area is why that's set up this way. So I could have something up here. I've got this definitely set up with oxygen and no more of that silly ladder in the place because now I can actually go in directions. Cool. All right. What I definitely need to do is get the warp plate set up so I can get back here. And where would I put it? Because I've already dedicated this area as far as mechanical for setting up and keeping this place livable, I'll put the warp plate right there. So if you've never used the warp plate, this declares which warp plate this is. And so this is the one I made from the base. And so now I can just stand here, blink, and I'm back at my base, and there's my Earth space station. And now I can put the attune shard there and step on it. And now I'm here on the space station. And it's got oxygen, so I should be fine. Although, if I take this armor off, and let's put on the other armor, I think... Interesting. This actually works, whereas... Wow. Oh, I was part in and out of the window. Yeah, I'm not going to have panes. I'm going to have... Yeah, I'm going to have full solid blocks just because I don't want to drift half in and out of the station. because space is cold, very cold. Why am I not going down? I think it's because I've got the entity gravity working there. All right, the same problem we saw before. All right, so I'm liking this. Time to make a space station. And now I have a space station sitting out here above the planet, uh, the planet square, and it's a nice little home sweet home for hanging out here in space, which works for okay. This is not the sort of space station you really want to have, and I'm being completely silly. Instead, I need to fly this direction where I can get back to my actual real base. But yeah, I had okay, I had fun building that just for grins and giggles. What I did do is I decided to come over to here and expand the bottom part just because that gives me a heck of a lot more space down there. And then also I had this weird piece sticking out here where you're going back and forth and around and down. And I said, no, I want to simplify things a whole lot. And so for that, you come into here, and right here is the elevator down, and here's your area. A nice little spot. I went with mana glass and the alpha glass just because it's transparent, provides light, and I like being able to see what's down below me. So this is a breathable oxygen area, which certainly works out. Here, let me, because I always like having all my oxygen topped off. Thank you. And so nice breathable oxygen area. If I've seen other versions where you could do stuff with the space station and you could adjust it and bring it closer to the planet. You could move it further away. You could tilt it so the planet's off to the side. All that sort of thing. And I don't think we can do that in this. Astra. See if they're, or maybe if they're stationed. No. Part of the problem is there's a lot of blocks in here, and I'm just kind of looking at machines, loaders, distributors, cryo pumps, and then here's a whole bunch of blocks and bits and stuff. Yeah, I don't see any of that available here, which is a shame because that was fun to do. Loaders, yeah. So it was one of those things that was fun to do in previous space packs, and there's been several that are fairly similar. Anyway, so yeah, I've got myself a space station here for I should put up a bed. I should put up a few other things in here, but mainly I just wanted a bigger space. Let's see, how much room more do I have? Yeah, I've got about another 600 blocks worth of space that this will handle. If I wanted to do something much larger, then I would put airlocks in between and have separate oxygen setups so that it would handle everything between those. So yeah, that's what I do. But no, good enough for me. If I really want to, I can just head over there to the west and live in my house. I had fun with that. Anyway, so yeah, space is fun. Now the next thing I need to do is figure out. I need to make a tier 2 rocket, and I think Mars is the next place that I want to go with that tier 2 rocket. There are some other ores over there that I can do. There's a lot more exploration on the moon and Mars that I could do. I've explored very little of the moon, mainly because a lot of it, between building the stuff here, I was sitting AFK at my mine colony so that the builders could build and do a bunch of stuff. And they're almost done with all the buildings now. They're almost all up to tier 5. What I need to do is unlock some of the newer buildings. There's the sifter and there's the crusher and stuff like that. I haven't unlocked the tech for all of those, and but I can do that while I'm AFKing elsewhere. Anyway, space, having fun, loving it, and enjoying. I'm just gonna have to check out all these other places and build a place in each of each of the planets, because conquer everything. I need a duck thing. I saw, yeah, there's some flags here. I need a flag that I could put a duck on it because I think that would be loads of fun to claim the moon and in my name, because I don't know if anybody else on the server has gone to the moon yet. Nobody said anything about it. I don't know. Anyway, this has been Grok the DuckFarmer here, playing on the FTOG All the Mods 8 server, getting out into space, building a space station, and looking at the real estate down below. And thanks for watching.